You ever talk to somebody who says that they're really smart? Whenever somebody says, yeah, I'm really smart, oh, you know that they're a fucking idiot, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's the faux alpha. There's the man who is trying all the time to come across as the dominant man, okay? He's a fucking disaster. And when you realize that you're dealing with a faux alpha, and you'll realize it almost instantly, right? What you want to do is ignore him while he's around, or ignore him as much as you possibly can, and then later on have nothing to do with him. Just cut him out. You don't need such losers in your life. And faux alpha guys are losers, indisputably. And let me explain why. First of all, let's define what a faux alpha is. A faux alpha is a man who, when you meet him, will do all kinds of idiocy to come across as dominant. Like, for instance, one of the things I've noticed all the time these fuckers do that drives me off the fucking wall is that when you shake their hands, they'll squeeze it really hard, almost trying to break your fucking hand. Which is, of course, you know, that's not the purpose of a handshake. A handshake is simply to establish one another, and you shake a guy's hand firmly, but not trying to hurt the fucker. Yeah, but these assholes, they do that, yeah? And they think it's like a dominance thing. And what they try to do is that they try to shake your hand but pull you closer deliberately, trying to project out into the world, project onto you, that they're the alpha, that they're the dominant ones, and that you are a beta. You are beneath them. Yes. Yeah, so you're nursing your hand that hurts like a son of a bitch because of the dickhead here squeezed it so fucking hard, right? And then what happens after that? You start talking, and you're talking, and you might be in the key parts of the sentence where you're conveying the essential information, and the motherfucker will deliberately start talking over you as if he already knows what you're saying. But of course, he doesn't. He hasn't heard the meat of the sentence. Because, you know, you're talking, and there are parts of the sentence that aren't very important, but there's like the meat of it in sort of like in the middle. And then it tapers off, you know, the parts that aren't that important. Some people talk over that part, which is fine. But these assholes, these faux alpha, will deliberately start talking over you right when you're conveying the crucial information. See? That's a power move. They're trying to show to you that they're so much more important than you. And they are willing to miss out on the key information that you're giving in order to establish this dominance. Yeah, so you're nursing your hand. The guy's talking over you. And the other thing he's doing is he's not looking at you. He's not looking you in the eye, okay? He's looking away, like he's uninterested in what you have to say. Like he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to do this, and you know, I don't know, I went there and whatever. Like, he's looking at everywhere around the room except at you. Right? Because he doesn't want to acknowledge you as an equal. Because the faux alpha is a pathetic little piece of shit who is so fucking insecure that he cannot acknowledge that someone is on his level. And that's what's going on. Insecurity. I recently had to deal with one of these assholes, right? He was a guy that I met up with casually in social circumstances, and he seemed like an all right fellow, right? But then we went and played squash, and I realized he was a fucking piece of shit. He was just a faux alpha, right? He was just being a complete dickhead while we were playing squash. That's why playing a sport with somebody is so essential, because you can really gauge how the person is. It doesn't matter if you win or you lose. It doesn't matter if you win badly or he loses badly, okay? What matters is that interaction, that dynamic when you're playing a sport with somebody. And with this guy, I realized he was a complete and utter asshole. Yeah, he was a faux alpha. Yeah, he wanted to come across as so dominant because he was insecure. And that's the problem with faux alphas, that their insecurity is such that they become a problem. They can become a problem for you if you depend on them. If you are foolish enough to allow yourself to depend on them, their insecurity will eventually bite you in the ass. Yeah, because see, insecure people, what happens is that they react to whomever is in their social environment. The faux alpha is trying to establish dominance over you. He doesn't know you. He just is trying to establish a pecking order, and he wants to be on top no matter what. And so in other situations with other people, he will do the exact same thing. And more to the point, see, he won't be a man of a single line. He won't say something to you and say the same thing to somebody else. He will change what he says and what he believes in order to maintain what he perceives as a dominant position. If he has to say X in order to establish dominance over you, when he's talking to somebody else, he'll say Y. He'll say something completely different. And therefore, if you depend on him, if you are interacting with him in a business situation or any kind of situation at all, and you wind up depending on him, counting on him to do something, it is very possible, indeed likely, that he will fail to do it if it doesn't conform to some other hierarchy that he is struggling to position himself with. And therefore, he will leave you high and dry so that he can feel dominant with some other fucking group. See? That's what this asshole will do. See, you're talking about a faux alpha. I've been talking about faux alpha, but what's a real alpha? Well, first of all, there is no such thing as an alpha, okay? This is just stupid, okay? There's no alphas, there is no betas. There are guys who are more dominant than other men, okay? But like brains, there's always somebody more alpha. You think that you're smart? I'm sure you are, but there's a bunch of other fuckers who are smarter than you. It's inevitable, man. Okay? You think you're pretty dominant? There's going to be some other fuckers who are more dominant than you. They have a bigger personality. They have a stronger personality, just more, okay? And above those guys, there are going to be some other guys. I mean, that's the way of the world, okay? And also, what happens is that, see, there will be men who will be very dominant in certain situations, but will be subservient in other situations because they will realize, they will have the emotional intelligence, if you want to call it that stupid shit, to realize that they can be dominant in one aspect or situation or with one group of people, but with a different situation, even if it's with the same people, he has to be subservient because there's something else going on that's bigger than him that he can't handle. Let me give you a specific example. There was this banker I knew, a very, very clever customer, a guy whom I respected a lot and totally alpha. I mean, that motherfucker was all kinds of alpha. He was like, not merely that his physical presence, he was like 6'2" or something like that. Good looking guy, even though he was like balding, but he was like good looking, you know? And he was like, he must have been this time like 40, 42, something like that. And good looking guy, just alpha as fuck, okay, all the way. And one day he comes to visit me when I'm in the production of a movie, right? And he comes to visit to see how the production is going and shit like that. And he's really interested in it. But he knows that in that situation, he's subservient. He's beta, okay? And he's just like watching and observing and asking very pertinent and relevant questions, but never getting in the way, okay? I mean, the production was ongoing. We were filming, right? And so it was important for me to be present and attentive to the different things going on. And he was perfectly aware of that. And so he would be like asking me questions and wanting to know things, but when I had to deal with something, when I had to be the alpha, he took a total step down. And he was just like a subservient observer. And he didn't have a problem with that because he was a very self-confident guy. He knew his worth. And he knew that in certain aspects of our relationship, he was the dominant player. Because he was a little bit older than me, he certainly knew shitloads more about finance and banking, obviously, right? That was his job, right? So he was far more dominant, far more alpha than me in certain areas of our relationship, right? But when he came to visit me and what I was good at, what I was dominant at, what I was alpha at, he knew that he had to take a step back. He knew it, and it was not a problem for him. And he didn't act or he didn't have any kind of problems with it, okay? But the faux alpha guy will never be able to do that. A guy who had been a faux alpha in the same situation would have tried to make it all about him. And he would have started like telling me what to do and shit like that and acting like he's the big boss, even though he didn't know a fucking thing about movie production, right? You see the difference? The faux alpha wants to be the center of attention in every fucking situation. The real guy who's an alpha, he knows that he's alpha in limited purviews, okay? So he's not going to try to act alpha in places that he's not alpha because he knows who he is, see? In aspects or purviews or situations where he really knows what he's doing, he'll be the alpha. He'll be the guy in control. But in situations where he doesn't know shit and he's basically an observer, he will very confidently step back and he won't feel he won't feel himself to be a lesser man, because he knows that in this given situation right now, he just doesn't know shit, and so he's just going to step back and be the beta. See? And this is an important lesson for you as to when to act alpha and when to step back and realize no. See, the tragedy is that so many young guys today, millennials, Zoomers, and whatnot, they step back when what's going on is something that they actually know, when they are the alpha in that particular environment or situation. See, so many young guys, and not so young guys, a lot of guys of my age, Generation X, they feel they've been socialized into believing that they cannot have a definitive point of view, that they should not establish dominance in areas that they are actually dominant and knowledgeable in. It's the weirdest fucking thing, but our society has done this. That a lot of guys who are very capable and very competent, they shut up and don't talk when some utter and complete fool, some total imbecile, starts talking about an area or a subject matter that they know intimately and are in fact experts at. That is, they defer to the faux alpha. They don't know how to stand up to the faux alpha and say, shut the fuck up, man. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Sit down, shut up, and let me do my thing. They don't do that, which is a fucking tragedy. Don't let this happen to you. That's all I can say. See, it's perfectly fine to step back and be the beta in areas that you are not competent, where it's just not your thing. You don't know much about it, and so you'll be like, okay, you know more than me, fine. It's perfectly fine to step back. But in areas where you know what you're doing, when you're a possible expert at it, step forward, step up. Don't be a fucking pussy. Don't leave room open for some faux alpha. Because the faux alpha is going to make a big fucking mess of the whole fucking situation. And I think that that is one of the big problems that we've been having in our contemporary society. We're all so polite, we're also trying to be so nice and shit, that we're not stepping up and taking control, taking command when we should be. And instead we're allowing these fucking faux alphas, these guys who are fucking losers, who don't know fucking shit about anything, to act as if they do, to take over. Okay, I went a little sociological, political, or whatever the fuck you want to say. But let's talk about the more, pragmatic, practical aspects of dealing with a faux alpha. Bottom line, when you run into a faux alpha, you don't want to have anything to do with a fucker. Once you identify him as a faux alpha, what you do is real simple. You fucking ignore him. You fucking ignore him. And the more you ignore him, the more he's going to demand attention. And the funny thing is that the more he demands attention, the more of a complete dickhead he's going to become. And as he becomes a bigger and bigger dickhead, everybody's going to realize that he's a faux alpha, that he's a fucking idiot. And even he will realize that he pushed his luck and he'll slink away. Okay? That's what happens. So just ignore the faux alpha and you override him. And if he says anything, you say to him, look, motherfucker, I know this shit. Do you? Do you know what you're talking about? You probably don't. So shut the fuck up and do what I tell you to do. And he'll squawk and go on and on like a fucking little bitch. Right? And you just ignore him. You just ignore him and he'll go away of his own accord. Now, if you have the opportunity to cut him out first, do so. Just cut him out. You don't want him around. A faux alpha is just, no matter how capable he might be in certain areas, right? Because a faux alpha often is very capable in certain discrete areas. Bottom line, he's going to be more trouble than he's worth. Because even if he's very good at a particular aspect or at a particular specialty, no matter how good he might happen to be, he's going to try to impose that dominance in all the other areas, and it's just going to be so much trouble that for you it'll be just easier and better, and just you'll be happier if you just cut him out. Because a faux alpha is, well, he's a fake. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please check out my Patreon channel. The link is in the description below. I put out an extra video there every Wednesday. It's usually on subjects that are a little bit too hot to handle on YouTube because of the fear of deplatforming, so there you go. And I also put out a Sunday show called The Weekly Webinar. It's a call-in show, lasts 2 to 3 hours, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. So please check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.